If you're a BYU fan like myself, you probably have had some questions about this run offense from BYU. And I think a lot of those questions got answered today in a press conference with Aaron Roderick. Highlighting first is what can we expect from this team, right? This is a team right now that in the last 2 games is averaging about 113 rushing yards per game, with only 3.4 yards coming per rush attempt. In the SUU game, we expected to see a lot more of that rushing coming that we just didn't see. Now Roderick talked about that. He said that the SUU game was not something to be worried about. He said he almost was making a guaranteed statement. He said, we will be able to run the ball this year. Now to hear those words comes as a relief, but to see it happen is going to be a whole different situation, especially coming up with this game against Arkansas. And we'll cover some of those more stats towards the end of this video if you stick around, about what we can expect to see BYU doing against Arkansas, and will they struggle to run the ball? So can we hold Roderick to his word? We'll just have to wait till Saturday and see. Now, he explained the reason that we didn't see more of the run game coming against SUU was because SUU was so exposed to the passing game. He explained that the safeties were only about 7 yards off of the ball, and so it was almost like they were daring BYU to throw the ball against them. And guess what? We saw great success from Keaton Slovis to Lassiter to Roberts. We saw to Rex. We saw that passing game working. Now, the running game took that back seat, and it was a little alarming to see so little yards in that game against a team that we thought we would see the ball run against. So that was nice to hear from Roderick, and he explained that next time they meet an opponent, if the opponent is taking away the run game, you can expect to see the pass game. You can expect to see BYU rushing the football and having success, is what he said. So, question number 2. I was at the SUU game, and a bunch of fans behind me, when they threw up that the starting running back was not LJ Martin, but instead Aiden Robbins, that came as a surprise. A couple people said, why isn't Martin starting this game after his success against Sam Houston? And we saw Martin come in later during that game. And so, looking at his stats right now, 22 carries, 118 yards. He has not found the end zone yet, but I believe he will. And that is because Aaron Roderick did say in this media coverage that LJ Martin would be the starting running back in the Arkansas game. So I'm hoping that we can see some success from him. Now, will he find success? Now, this is the team we're playing, Arkansas, having a great start to the season for defense. Opponent rush yards per game, 26, right? Per attempt, 0.7. Now, these were against teams like Robert Morris and against Kent State. So you can't expect those teams to show up and be explosive. So coming into the BYU game, is BYU going to be able to find success? I hope so. I'm hoping to see LJ Martin have a breakout game. They go to him a lot. He finds success on the ground, battling for it. In fact, I would love to see a little running back competition between these two, LJ Martin and Robbins, knowing that a starting spot is on the line and the person that produces the best will play. That could lead into a lot more production coming out of these guys, knowing that constantly that job, you got to go into it and prove it. So breaking it all down, great to see from Roderick that he believes BYU will be able to run the ball this year against teams. 2, seeing LJ Martin named the starting position. Let's try to get him going right from the beginning against Arkansas. See if we can find success in that. So thank you again for tuning in, breaking down the run game with me. Anything I missed, leave it in the comments. Please subscribe. We're hoping to get, continue with this BYU news, breakdowns, keeping you informed. And I just thank you so much for watching.